As we mentioned, the president's diagnosis comes a month and a day before the election. Today, Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill talked to us about a federal judge's ruling this week that says curbside voting will be allowed in Alabama and how that ruling blocked some absentee voting laws established in the state.
Merrill told Way 31 Sydney Martin that he is not happy with the ruling.
He is a judicial activist. He is a legislator on the bench, and that's a major concern for us because he has practically attempted to change Alabama law and cause a great deal of confusion just 32 days before the election is scheduled to occur.
Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill told me with a little bit more than a month until Election Day, he doesn't agree with U.S. District Judge Abdul Kalan's decision to rule against Alabama state law for voting procedures and rules.
The judge is taking away the safeguards and the provisions that we've established through state law that says you have to have 2 signatures or a notary and that you need to provide the excuse and an ID. And he's removed those safeguards that provide transparency, accountability in the process.
Merrill told me he's not just concerned about absentee ballot safeguards, but he explained why curbside voting is against the law in the state.
You lose the chain of custody in the ballot process when you have a curbside voting. Curbside voting is not permissible in the state of Alabama because you lose the chain of custody. So when someone thinks that they're giving their ballot to an individual, whether that person's a poll worker or a volunteer or whatever, and that they're taking it to another location to put it in the tabulator so it'll be counted, how does that voter know that it's going to be counted for the candidate of their choice instead of the person they gave it to, who may doctor the ballot, amend the ballot, manipulate the ballot at some point between the time they received it and the time they put it in the tabulator?
Merrill explained his office has directed probate judges across the state to follow the laws in place in Alabama. The voting laws currently go against the judge's ruling.
You need to follow established state law related to the standards of the election procedures in Alabama.
Merrill told me Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall and him plan on appealing the judge's decision, but it's unclear when that will be filed in court. In Huntsville, Sydney Martin, Way 31 News.
Thank you, Sydney. Time is running out to register for the upcoming general election. The deadline is October 19th. The deadline to apply for an absentee ballot is October 29th. The last date to postmark that ballot is November 2nd.